was missing and an iPhone was sticking out. Last month of 2025 was one of the worst months I've had in my life. I moved into a new room that I was renting. It was the nicest room I've ever rented in Singapore by far. It had like a whole balcony. It was so fun. It was the ideal place I envisioned myself living in for the next few months. Peaceful, and then destruction struck. One fine day after work, I hop in the shower. By the way, the bathroom is tiny. With my arms out like in full length, I can already touch the walls. That's how tiny it was. I'm gonna add a very important detail, okay? The door to the bathroom is not a normal door. It's like a Louvre panel door. If you don't know what a Louvre panel door is, it looks like this with like little gaps in between. Very important. I was vibing, listening to music. I was having the time of my life in there, okay? All of a sudden, I felt as if something or someone was looking at me. And I was like, I can't shake this feeling off. So I turned to my back. An entire part of the door was missing and an iPhone was sticking out of the hole, filming me! This situation was interesting. Like, how do you even react? But I should have kept my mouth shut and grabbed the phone from him. But I didn't. I just froze and I panicked. And obviously, the person that filmed me ran away. The police were called. I called my dad. It was very interesting that I called my dad first because I never really go to my dad for help ever. But then, like, my first instinctual, response was to call my dad, which I think is so sweet because I'm still daddy's little girl, you know. I'm not gonna say that the police didn't really help out in my case, but I didn't really receive the best reassurance from them. By the way, I know exactly the guy that did this, okay? The police couldn't do anything because no evidence was found. The owners were like, it's not our fault, you can move out if you want. And I feel like that's so terrible, you know? In the end of the day, it was me that had to move out and not the guy that filmed me, and I feel like I just felt so unheard, but I'm just like glad that I'm out of that situation now. Before I came to Singapore, I had this notion that Singapore was this like safe space, but ultimately things like